Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are in the basement and let me show you what we're going to be working on. So now that the welding table is 100% done, I realized that I have a problem. And let me show you what that is. Right here we have one outlet. Over here we also have one outlet. And those outlets are going to be plugged into the outlets that are gonna be right there. But we have absolutely no outlets up here. So if I'm working on something on top, I have to run the cord and plug it in down here or over there. But I would like to have one in this back wall, but I really do not want to run outlets on this wall and make that a whole project. So I found this at work, which is a regular outlet with a cord where you plug it into the wall. And my goal is to mount it right here along this shelf. But the thing that I want to do to this outlet is cut it as short as possible, both on top and the bottom. And I also want to run this cord through the bottom. And the reason why I want it to come out from the bottom is because eventually I'm going to be putting wall control on this wall, and having this pressed up against the wall like so, that wire is pushing it forward and I want it to go as back as possible. So I think running it through the bottom and lifting it a bit will work. So first things first, I want to see if I can make this a bit smaller. So we're going to be opening it up through the sides, and if we have the space, I'll be cutting it with a miter saw. So first things first, let's start taking this apart. Alright, so I have 100% took this apart. Had some trouble with this piece, but we got through it. So these wires, I had to take this whole entire thing apart to be able to pull it through the hole. And I decided, just to make more space, that I am going to run the wire along the side and then, you know, tie this down through here to tie the black, and over here to tie the neutral. And then the ground, you just have to run that back down to go down to this nut, to go down to this nut right here. So for now, we're gonna start making the hole in this so that we could run this wire through it and start finalizing this.
Audio fever, 100 degrees Fahrenheit, keep it hot.
There we go. This is 100% done. I patched this hole where the wire was coming through with a, I don't even know what that's called. I'll leave it on the screen. So I covered that hole so no cockroaches or mice could go in there. Remember, I live in New York. We have this coming out through the bottom, and this is normal. It's nothing different. But I did make it shorter. I was able to cut this much off the top and another amount off the bottom. I don't remember how much, but it wasn't too much. It was about like a 1/4 inch off. And I used tape just because I'm guessing this thing was made in China and they never had any tape on it or anything. And me being very careful, I made sure I put some tape on the hot wire, which is the black one. So this part of the project is pretty much done. Now the goal is to hang it here, just like so. And the way that I'm gonna be doing that is this piece came with this like bracket that you get to hang it like so. We're going to be taking some 1/4-20 screws and we're going to be screwing this in place just like so. I wanted to make it flat against the wall like that, but I am going to be putting wall control on this wall right here. So I'm just gonna move it as forward as possible and call it a day. I still don't know how I'm going to be installing this, if I'm just gonna be making a hole and going through these holes with a washer and the 1/4-20, or am I just gonna go and make holes with a thread and drill and tap it. Let's see. Let's start working on this.
Audio fever, 100 degrees Fahrenheit, keep it hot.
And that's it. Came out perfect. I'm very happy that I made this smaller because I kind of don't like how it looks. So having it as small as possible makes me happy. I don't really like how this wire is coming out. I wish I could just shove it through the back, but I can't. But maybe when I put the wall control in the back, I could send this wire down that corner and it will be hidden from sight. But the most important part is that we officially have an outlet up here on top without having to open up any walls and running outlets inside this wall, and then just having to cut the way I cut these here. I won't have to cut any wall control to get them through like that. So this is more than enough. This is going to be the metal area where I work on metal grinding and anything along those lines. So having an outlet there is more than enough. Don't need anything inside the wall. Came out smooth. So a very simple project, nothing to it. Just grab something that might work and make it work. Because I literally found this on the job site. They were about to throw it out, and me knowing that I needed an outlet on this wall, I think this was a great solution. Especially since it matches the stainless steel top and the stainless steel wall control that I'm gonna be installing in a couple of weeks. Very soon I will be doing this project, so tune in for that. I'm glad I was able to use my miter saw, which I haven't used in a while, and cutting aluminum, cut through it smooth, didn't have any problems with it. I think it was a wood blade on it. The cuts came out really crisp, didn't have to worry about anything as far as the miter saw. And I'm glad that I was able to wire that without any trouble, because that is an aluminum case. If that black wire is to contact that, the whole entire bracket itself and the housing itself will be powered, and that's something you don't want, especially in a metal working area. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you learned something new, you could show me by giving me a like. Any comments, questions, leave it in the comments down below. And if you're interested in seeing more projects like this one, consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys on the next one. Thanks.